If it means taking down Mario, let's go, Kings.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'm just gonna push Tyson into here.
God, where am I?
Tyson! Can you hear me?
Tyson spawned as Mario.
Okay.
Tyson, this is Peach. You're almost there.
Yeah,
I
Pete's
baked a
kind of
cake for
looking a
you.
bit thick, though. What's up with that?
I made a
Tyson-
subway for you. Yours
What would
truly,
you-
Princess Toadstool.
Yeah, sorry, Tyson. Your subway is in another castle. Tyson, what would you do for 30 seconds of Peach's Peach? What would you do?
Oh boy.
I would murder Ari.
Well, that's just
Oh,
a
right.
twofer. That's a freebie.
Yeah.
You just know Tyson's in cahoots with King Koopa.
Yes, he is. He is. You know, actually,
me and Bowser, we go way back.
it's
Yeah,
on a really old hard drive way back in an old house I used to live in when I was a kid. But I wrote I want to say 20 to 30 page long Kirby fan fiction about King DDD winning a political election.
What?
It was heavily influenced by InfoWars. There was a lot of stuff going on there. So
Wait, who
let's
was the
just-
Alex Jones figure in that one?
I think it was DDD. No, I think Kirby was trying to expose the truth, and DDD had a political machine. I am being 100% serious right now, which is really sad. But there is a hard drive in a landfill somewhere with that fucking gold on it right now that someday someone will find.
I can imagine like a Smash
Can
Bros.
Can I confess something?
Sure.
So I've written a Naruto fanfiction where I was the main character.
Paste. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh no.
Well, I have some headcanon that I used to think of before I went to bed every night when I was 12, where I would hook up with Misty from Pokemon. So
Hell
that's
yeah.
just headcanon stuff. Dude, all these middle-aged women who write fanfics for... So 50 Shades of Grey was basically fan fiction of Twilight that kind of turned into that. They know what's up. If I were a middle-aged woman, I'd be writing that stuff too. That's sick, you know? When you,
know
got that
what really
libido
makes a lot of money
peaking.
that most people don't know about? It's it's doing erotic voiceovers. Men can make a lot of money off of that.
Yeah, I
You
know.
can do that. You'd be good at that.
All three
I
of us
think
can
so.
do this together. I think.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants a New Jersey Ben Shapiro voiceover.
Yeah,
there.
why not?
Erotica.
Yeah, it'll be about so I was walking through Walmart and I saw him.
No, it'd be like,
Hold on.
yeah. So I got a hoagie at Wawa at the shore, and yeah, that's what it
No,
would
hold on.
be.
If people love the idea of gangbangs, then people who listen to audio shit, they probably want like an audio gangbang, right?
No.
So,
No wants to actually hear. They want to hear words like member. You know, she touched his member. That kind of stuff. Very artful. You know,
Lust.
we should do a Pink Boys sexual erotica fanfic.
let's
Right?
go.
We all write our own section.
50
right?
Shades of Pink.
Are we doing that before or after
Nice
the?
eye.
Are we doing that before or after the Christmas album?
No, we're gonna do this over Christmas as a layover when we're stuck inside and we're horny over the Christmas season.
That's even
so,
better. It'd be like, what's that song? It's like, it's
Horny over Christmas. I
No,
don't know
no,
what
it's
that
cold.
is.
It's cold outside and shit. That one.
Oh, the weather outside is
Yeah, yeah,
frightful. Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
but Tyson's spaghetti is so delightful. Yeah, that's good. We're working on. Anyone
let it
with
blow,
any
let it
contribution?
blow, let it blow. I'm about to blow.
I's getting a lot of practice from the things he posts on Discord. Let's just say that, but I won't release too much.
Rest in peace,
information.
Ambatukam.
If your energy isn't aligned with the universe.
He's doing that whole thing. All right, so we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait until a later date for that. But hey, if anyone wants to comment their ideas for the Pink Boys erotica, let us know. We'll you know what? Maybe we'll read it out loud. We'll read it out loud
We'll do it in
we
public
get
if we
some-
need to.
Yes, we'll do it at the time. It's us and the Black Israelites.
Yes,
Just
opposite
breaking
them.
apart.
Opposite them, we're preaching.
We're preaching the gospel of Tyson's giant penis or something. I don't know if that's true or not.
And
Speaking of comments, there was this really funny comment I saw on our previous episode. It said 4 minutes of opening garbage. Get to the bloody topic. Went to look for timestamp about aliens. No timestamp provided. So
yeah,
I guess
I
you
guess
have 5 minutes of opening garbage.
Yeah, I guess we should be a little bit clearer on that. And actually, Tyson, that's a good opener because I never do this because I don't believe in doing this. And just let me finish my thought on it.
Until now.
Yeah, we're veering into
First time
housekeeping right
ever.
now. And just to clarify, this is the Pink Boys podcast that you are listening to. And just to refer to who Tyson was talking about, it's generally a cryptocurrency / financial information podcast, but we tinker with it. And I'd say about 20 minutes is good, hard financial information, crypto related. Then the rest is whatever's on our minds. So I think we're being fair about that up front. But I'll move forward real quick to a comment that I saw that I liked. Just let me read it out.
Excellent comment, I must say.
Yeah, of course you'd think that. I won't say his name. He goes, I is based and red pills. Okay, that's the start. Moira interrupting his train of thought every 2 seconds when he was building up steam for some Kino Schizo posting was annoying as fuck. So, very nice. That was a good time. So let me say my
Moira
piece real
on
quick.
fucking suicide watch. Holy shit.
I know. Let me
go.
Let me say my piece real quick. The fact that there's someone out there sitting there listening to I talking about what he talks about, and he's on the edge of his seat. I just imagine like this. He's on the edge of his seat. He's on the edge of his seat, and he's like, he's about to name the lizard man. He's about to name the Pleiadians. He's about to do it. And then I come in. Yeah, so Tyson, that's great. Tyson, what spaghetti did you have for dinner? And I just ruin the whole thing. And he's like, no, he was about to expose the Grand Lizard conspiracy. And Moira interrupted him with this. No, and it's just the thought of it made me laugh so hard. So whoever commented that, more power to you. I'm gonna keep interrupting I, but
guys, trust us. We've listened to fucking I and his more like fucking ramble on for minutes on end. So you guys don't want to hear the other side of that.
Years now.
Yes, literally years now. I'll just tell you, the grass is not greener on the other side. There's no pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. All right, whatever
he's wrong.
you
He's
hear.
wrong.
This is as good as guys.
To that good soul who commented that, I tip my hat to you. And,
yes, you do.
Good fortune will come to you very soon.
The luck of the Irish.
The luck of the Irish, man.
Oh, we're going to talk about that in a second as well. But let me just finish up housekeeping real quick. 2 more things. We will have a Halloween episode. And if anyone wants to comment from now until then about any experiences they've had that are scary, we'll read them out. I don't care. I'll go 3 hours on this episode. I don't care. I can't wait to talk about all the spooky shit we've all experienced. We'll talk about aliens. We'll talk about ghosts. And to this previous commenter, I'll let I talk about stuff for 10 minutes max, because if I don't stop him, he'll keep going.
We'll release the handle for fucking 15 minutes and see how you like it.
Yeah. His next comment, like, oh my God, I just won't shut up. Please make him stop. But then also my third point was we're almost at 200 followers. When we get to 300, we're going to think of something cool to do. Could be monetary, could not be, but we'll be looking out for you guys. So
yeah, maybe we'll donate all of our money to another Indian family on Axiom.
Yeah, maybe we won't get scammed again, as some would say.
This is one of us.
We're going to set up some more Patreon.
Just one of us.
Never take responsibility for anything you didn't do. And, that being said, never take responsibility for anything you did do either.
You're right.
So long as it was wrong.
Yes, as long as you're willing to admit your mistakes. And Tyson is a big man, and a very big man, and he admitted to his mistakes. So
no, never admit to your mistakes either.
Oh, okay.
You should never do that.
The Teflon Don deflection method?
No, that's the dishonorable life hack of the day.
Okay,
what are we talking about?
The what? Sorry.
Look at he's already in a daze. We should scam him right now.
He's breaking down.
Confront Tyson with a logical argument, and he breaks down immediately.
You activated my sleeper agent ward.
Yes, exactly. So you know what? I'll do a dealer's choice right now. I'll leave it up to you two. Do you guys want to talk about finance right away, or do you want to talk about the Queen first?
Let's get the boring shit out of the way first.
Which is what?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go any further. So you guys decide.
It's up to you.
What was the other one? I've only
The
been thinking
Queen,
about the Queen.
or finance crypto stuff.
Rest in peace to my dear
All right.
Queen.
All right, we'll talk about the Queen real
God
quick. Go
save
ahead.
the King. Long live the King. Even though he probably won't be living that long. Let's be honest. He's gonna die in my lifetime. So that's like what?
So to people in chat, press S to spit on.
Excuse me. Off with your
Tyson,
head.
that's a very crowded opinion that you're espousing there. So why don't you expand on it? Do you feel that way? Or you're just
You think
trying
Tyson
to be...
is capable of original thought?
He's not.
You
So
think
I'm just
you are?
wondering
You
which
fucking
internet
retard.
crowd he got that opinion from. So go ahead, Tyson.
Personally,
Yeah, let's
I'm with the
unpack
fucking
this.
black women today. Down with the
Okay.
system.
Okay.
Sisters shouldn't
It's
care
not
about
exclusive
the
to
Queen.
black women,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
But they're the most loud about this. So yeah.
Well, I'm just complete. I honestly, Tyson, I'm on my hands and knees begging you to express an original thought in your reaction to the Queen dying right now.
I really just don't care about it. Like,
Wow.
why is it different
That's
from
big.
fucking? How is it different from like fucking any other politician dying? It doesn't matter.
We're all just people on a spinning rocket in space, dude.
Not even that.
Sorry,
It's like,
sorry, I couldn't
It's
resist.
just not. It's just not interesting. Like I used to see so many fucking magazines from like the Daily like Sun or whatever shit, like those tabloids. Like saying,
I love the
"Oh,
Daily Sun.
oh, fucking Kate Middleton's cheating on Prince William with like 3 boyfriends or something," and I'm like, bro, who cares about this fucking family at all? You know?
Damn.
But you know, since Ari is from the UK, I don't know, maybe like he sees more of them and he's developed like a relationship with how they are or some shit. I don't know.
yeah, let's say me and Kate Middleton do go way, way back.
He's a Kate guy. He's not a Pippa guy. Really makes you think.
Pippa's that's
Come
the
on, Kate's cute.
that's the
Oh no,
the
Kate is
petition
very
choice.
pretty. Yes, absolutely. So I'm enamored with monarchy. I do think that it is the more righteous way. Someone who is
so it's your turn
bred.
to traddle up now.
I don't know how much of it. I look. I'm not sitting around saying move to the woods and eat meat and get sun and do all that stuff. I'm just saying, someone who is bred to rule, I would trust more than 51% of Americans in a region making a decision. Let's just put it that way.
Let's put it this way: if they were real monarchs with real power, I would care and I'd be interested in their lives. But they're not.
You're
they're
right.
Like, yeah, they're not real monarchs, so it doesn't matter.
They made themselves eunuchs, and the Queen was paramount to that as well.
Yeah.
So that's why
wondering-
I don't care much about her dying, but I do care about monarchs for sure.
Am I
Go ahead.
finally allowed to beat the shit out of swans?
I don't get that reference.
What, you guys don't? Okay, so it was formerly, I don't know if it still is, but it was formerly illegal to attack swans or to retaliate if they attack you because the Queen liked swans.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So now I wonder if I can just like square up to a swan and swan.
It's
Swan?
not geese. It's not geese, because geese, I would love to beat the shit
Swan
out of.
squad.
Geese. I think you can beat the shit out of geese, but if they attack you, but swans, no, I don't think so.
Oh,
Isn't
that's
a
good.
geese
yeah.
like a male swan?
No, not at all. Swans are way more majestic creatures than geese. Geese are the rats.
Oh, so they're
with
different
wings.
species.
I guess I wouldn't know
Yeah.
how the classification. works,
You seen
but-
black
okay.
swans? Those things are chad as fuck. Holy shit!
I've seen the
I
film
saw the
Black Swan,
movie
which is
Black-
good.
yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
got the red
I
beaks and everything.
I hate to steal the words out of Tyson's mouth, who coincidentally stole it out of the internet's mouth. But Black Swan is actual Kino. It is Kino.
Okay.
It is an extremely good movie. So it's up
It's
there with
lesbian
Seven
Kino.
Samurai. They did a lot of things right there. So I didn't know that the Queen, the things that have been bothering me is I keep seeing clips of people yelling things at funeral processions, saying like, "Oh, fuck the king," yeah, and doing the whole thing, and everyone's like, "Oh, they arrested them for speaking their mind." I'm like, these people think they have this type of free speech. I don't get it. Why they think they're allowed to yell things like that at these events and then not get arrested. I think they should be, honestly. So
I mean, probably not arrested, but they should be allowed to be removed from the event. Don't you think?
I do think so. And Tyson, as our resident freedom hater, I think you should be in support of that as well. So
Yeah, but it's like the entire system in the UK is like cringe anyway. So you might as well just like fight for any freedom that you have.
Sorry, Mr. New Zealander.
yeah, just because Jacinda relaxed all her COVID stuff doesn't mean that you're off the hook. That whole thing was very embarrassing. And
Yeah, let me
she's
guess,
not looking
Tyson,
so
you'll
good
be
these
safe
days.
when there are nukes. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah, exactly. We are
yeah,
safe
but
when there's
yeah, but you have to live in New Zealand. So...
When World War III starts, you guys are going to be all nuclear incineration dust, and we're going to be chilling in New Zealand with our sheep. And
yeah,
our
and
We
you're
don't
not gonna be
even need
getting imports of ingredients to your Subway, so you're gonna be breaking down anyway.
Yeah, you're right. He's not going to get everything he needs for his Subway sandwich.
Exactly.
That
You
is
will
going to
be
make
in
a big
shambles.
difference.
You know, I actually had
I-
a dream about this. Like all of the main cities were getting nuked, even my one, and all of us were just like on a video call together. Like, oh, I guess this is it. See you guys.
Yeah, just sit watching the cameras go out one by one.
yeah.
I had a dream like that where there was a militant Islam group coming down my street and they were just shooting into people's windows, and then all of a sudden a grenade landed on my windowsill and I woke up. So maybe I got
Damn.
blown up in that dream. Yeah, it is actually it does seem very artful looking back. That dream was pretty detailed. I mean, those my
You heard
brain's
that-
been putting in overtime on that stuff.
Have you heard that story about that guy who so he woke up one day and basically lived out his entire life, well, almost his entire life. Basically, he got to a point where he was married with kids. He had like 2 kids. Oldest one was like 5 years old, had a loving wife, blah blah blah. And one day he was just sitting on his couch and he noticed something was off about his lamp. And then over the following few days, he like he'd literally like leave work, come home, and just stare at this lamp. And there was this point where he was staring at this lamp for 3 days straight because to him something was off about it. And his wife was like getting really worried and like bringing in doctors and police and all that. And this guy was adamant, no, something's really fucking wrong. And then at one point, this lamp just started like kind of like glitching out and stuff. And then his entire reality like broke. And he woke up, and it turned out that he had just been in like a car accident or something, and he woke up on the street like decades younger. He opens his eyes and there's like people carrying him into an ambulance, and this guy's he's still thinking like, what the fuck, what just happened? And apparently he had like severe like depression, suicidal thoughts for like 3 years straight
because he loved his dream life so much.
Yeah, like he was missing his like wife and kids and everything.
Wow,
And
he's just like me.
He's just thrown
just
back in
like me.
time, and like he was like he would like pray that he gets to see his son again, whether it be in his dreams or just.
So there was an
Anything.
episode of The Orville that was kind of like that I enjoyed, but also that is Narnia, basically that movie in a nutshell. But yeah, fair enough. Yeah, wait, is that a true story or just a dumb
Yeah.
story?
No, that's
Oh, okay.
it's a true story.
When he was staring at that lamp, it reminded me of a classic urban legend story. I don't know if they tell it in your guys' countries, but it's about a babysitter that sees a 3-foot clown statue that always freaked her out in this house that she was babysitting at. And the parents called to check in, and they're like, "Oh, how are the kids doing?" And she's like, "Oh, yeah, they're asleep." And then she's like, "Where'd you guys get this clown statue from? It's really creepy." And then they're like, "We don't have a clown statue." And then, news came out that there was a escaped mental institution midget or something like that. So the clown
Based.
statue is actually a real person standing there the whole time, and then he takes out a knife and kills her. So whatever. But that's a classic American urban legend.
Oh,
That scared
dude.
me for a
Okay,
while.
are you guys familiar with? So this was quite a few years ago now, but there was a thing in the UK with just like clowns in public.
Yeah.
You guys
Oh,
familiar
that
with
was happening in America too. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of those people got caught, and it was just some dumb redneck. It pisses me off. If someone came at me with a clown mask, I would kill them. I would love to kill them.
You know
I
what
would
happened?
go to jail
It's
for
like-
killing him.
It's like fucking one guy just did the clown shit. Then like CNN reported it as like a wave of clown uprisings, and then just people started doing it because
It's
of
just
that.
everywhere. Dude, no,
Well,
I thought that shit was a meme, but it was like a guy doing it, a few guys doing it down where I live. I live in like a literal Who place.
Oh, I remember exactly what you're talking about, because those guys that did it where you're talking about, they started the whole thing worldwide, because that came out a little bit before it, I believe, and people thought it was viral marketing for it, but then people did it everywhere, and there's a lot of really good fake YouTube videos of clowns chasing.
It was real. This guy, like, down where I live, he's like chasing this little girl for like a good mile, and she like ran into ran to some like fish and chip shop, like crying and screaming.
Where's me Chippy's mama? Jeez.
Dude, it's properly fucked. No, dude, it's properly fucked, because they do it at night, and I couldn't do my night walks anymore, because that's like, it was terrifying. They'd like be, dude, they'd be like in the bushes and shit, and like just staring at you over the corner, and they'd be like following you, and fuck that.
I'd be fine with that person getting formally executed just through guillotine.
You know what's funny? I guarantee there was no fucking clown uprising in Compton or that part of Chicago.
People in clown masks don't tend to run up on people, so in those specific areas. But that was a strange little thing that was going on there.
What was that? I can't get over the fact that was memory hold. What was that?
I think what happened for you in that area was viral marketing for the movie It, and then it caught on and people just started doing it. And it happened a lot in America, and you know, it was weird.
I thought it was from like Sleeper Agent Awakening or something.
Clown Sleeper Agent. Did you ever see Killer Clowns from Outer Space? It's a great movie. I
remember this tweet about the whole clown thing, and it says, we're living in 2016 America, and we have a fucking clown problem for some reason.
That is a good way of putting it. All right, I don't want to get too scary because we got to save that energy for the Halloween episode. I just want to say real quick, I was out the other night and I was talking to a very nice girl, and she had a little bit of an accent. And don't say what's his name. She had a nice accent, and I said, "Oh, your accent's kind of different. You know, where's it from?" She's like, "Oh, I'm Irish." And then I didn't even think twice. I just said, "Oh, so I guess you're really happy about the Queen dying." And she was like, "No, she's everyone's queen. You know, I never felt that way." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, okay. So if I can't just say that to every Irish person I meet." And they're like, "No, not really." I was led to believe that all Irish people were excited about that, but I think that's a Twitterism or something. So
you know what it was?
What?
The Candy Man.
What?
Oh, you know it, lad.
Oh my gosh.
Your Highness. No, I can't say that.
I'm coming to kill you.
In your castle.
I would get annoyed that you're talking about something that's really niche internet, but its mythos is so large now that it's just everyone knows what that is.
Now that we're talking about the Irish. Sorry, Con.
No, go. I was just gonna say my friend will sometimes post gifs that it's like, no, in real life, and it's always really funny. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, you reminded me that the Cranberries exist. You know,
the band, the Cranberries.
In your head, in your head.
The song's a fucking banger.
Well, the Cranberries are bangers, but don't they also sing the song "Linger"? Do you
don't like the Cranberries?
Yeah, you don't like the Cranberries?
You don't like the Cranberries? The fuck is wrong with you, lad?
Jordan Peterson finds out you don't like the Cranberries. No, just kidding. That didn't sound that much.
He's like, you hear this, you just hear this on your door.
And that's the bloody thing about the Cranberries.
Oh, let me in! Let me in!
You have to save your father from the belly of the zombie.
Don't let the pain linger. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, that was really cheesy. But all right,
I do love a good Irish lad.
All right. That was good. So instead of 4 minutes of intro, we're on to about 24 minutes of intro.
Let's
go.
Let's
go. Yeah, eat that. We're gonna keep going. It's gonna get more and more each time. But I gotta bring it up. I'm sorry to say it, everybody, and I was reading about it a little bit today. I think it's one of those classic. We talk about something in crypto and we think it'll have an effect on price, but it really does nothing kind of things. There was a merge today for Ethereum. Do either of you guys know what that means?
Yeah, they've basically transitioned over to proof of stake, which is a good thing.
Yep.
Because
I thought it was always that. or no?
It
no,
was always-
no,
it
it was
was
proof
always-
of work, and now it's proof of stake.
Yeah, now it's proof of stake. So this is a
Alright.
good thing because it's dissolved in its entirety the FUD of Ethereum being detrimental to the environment, and now you as a
Was it ever
crypto
like
cell,
a big piece of FUD though? Like, I don't think people were holding it against it.
that no, they were. I mean, yeah, in the mainstream they definitely were, but now you get to say as a crypto celibate that that gamers are now a bigger risk to the environment than retards in crypto. So there's that. I
Really?
guess.
Is that how it goes? So what's?
Well, I mean, now all of those GPUs are now being used to play CS:GO and Apex Legends, and
Nope, you're still wrong because Bitcoin mining still exists.
yeah, but they use ASICs and they're way more focused and efficient.
Asexual.
start having it.
Very good.
I
Tyson.
hate to push my luck because you've already demonstrated that you have a little bit of knowledge, but let's tinker a little bit here and see if I can get a bit deeper information wise. What is the difference between proof of stake and proof of work? I don't know what that was.
I don't know. That was
Yeah, that was weird. What was that?
I don't know. What
I
was
guess
that?
I'm excited. Interesting when I begin to ask a question that you probably can't answer. You play a funny noise, so I'll have to keep that in mind. That's a cool little trick that you've learned there in your time off, you little fucking prick. I'm glad your queen died, you little prick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you won't be laughing at me when Biden dies, will you? Yeah, it won't be so funny then, will it?
They call me off guard so fucking hard.
All right. Difference between proof of stake and proof of work. Come on.
So proof of work is when you essentially you're using computational power and energy as a means to back the strength of the network, and proof of stake is when you use
I'll explain proof of stake. So proof of
stakeholders.
stake is they require you to secure.
Why are you cutting into eye? I was about to give me a big red
fine.
pill. Why are you cutting
go for
it?
it. No. Tyson's right. Go on.
I was
Keep
gonna
going.
say
Keep
the
going.
same thing, you fucking loser.
But I was about to give a big red pill. No. Okay, no.
Oh,
Just kidding.
What the heck is alien red?
He was about to say it. No, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, Tyson. You're
No,
good.
proof
You're
of
doing
stake is
great.
like so. Proof of work, they require you to put in energy and time as like a form of like security deposit, and proof of stake is just the same thing except they require you to put in like assets. So
Yeah,
if you
stakeholders
don't
determine
if you
the
don't
outcomes.
if you fuck around with the blockchain when you're like when you're coding it or when it's being run, then you lose some of your assets as your loss. It's like the loss result.
It's also deflationary now as well, which is also good for PA.
No, I do know that's a good thing. I do know that's usually a good
Yeah.
thing. That it's deflationary. So
I've got something big for you guys. Actually, I can't believe I haven't brought this up previously.
unzips dick. No, good.
No. This is actually very, very big. Give me a second. So
My dick.
it started with the whole queen dying thing, but it ties into crypto immediately
Okay.
afterwards. So Tyson, come on, you're doing so well. So check out this tweet when it was posted. Blah blah blah. I posted it in our little group. Click on this, right? So you see
I
this.
love how the audience can see this tweet right now. It's so good.
They
He'll
can't.
read it. He'll
Basically,
read it.
It's by Adam Leoxide. So AIDEMLEOXIDE. That's the @ on Twitter. Basically, this tweet says, Queen Elizabeth II will die on September the 8th, 2022. And this tweet was posted on February 4th, 2022. So, time traveler. Blah. Okay, so we scroll down on this account, and this guy is quite literally not taking his medication, and that's a good thing. So, the very first tweets he posted
Wait,
was
I
on
scroll down.
January
The Earth will
23rd.
be completely engulfed in flames in March 17th, 2062. Based?
That's also a good thing. So the very first tweet he posted, or she, I'm not being sexist.
That's what we appreciate here. Go ahead.
BTC 84,993.23, ETH 17,557, BNB 5,900, ADA 398.
Oh no, he's a Cardano shill. Okay.
The following tweet, this is the interesting one. It says, and it ends with 7M after Y81. I don't know what that means, but I guess we'll figure that out later. It says ETH 98,487, Bitcoin 79,927. So that entails a flippening. It goes on, basically 87.
Holy heck.
ETH goes down, Bitcoin goes up a bit, but still below ETH. Then it says sell off after 3M, after IU1, blah, blah, blah. Here's another interesting post. And most of these are posted on the same day. Prevent Facebook and Claro from finalizing and publishing advanced AI technology MetaPal 1.0 on November the 12th, 2027. We've also got the Olumau 12 virus, Emstra variant, December 29, 2049.
Okay. You got more to go on there?
Should I play the role of the fellow Redditor and come in and debunk this?
No, it's not about debunking it or not. I'm just saying, so just looking at this from the surface, this anonymous, obviously troubled schizophrenic account is saying at some point there will be a flippening, which I'm fine with. That's probably the best finance advice I've gotten from any other places that I've been to. So
there's more.
I'm not attacking this post's credibility.
Realize,
so
if you guys just scroll down to like where you see that, you'll see screenshots of like thousands of other accounts doing the same thing, except like they all got dates wrong. So like this one,
this one got a bunch of
Queen
things
Elizabeth,
right.
April 9th, 2022. Then like some other guy called Fat Nuts XD.
Okay.
August 22nd.
But this guy makes a call that's coming in 2 days, so we'll be able to know if this is real or not. It says, he says on September 9th, 2022, he says, a major world announcement will be made impacting a former US president on November 18th, 2022. That's in 2 days from now. Prior to this tweet...
No, it's not.
Wait, hold on.
You said November 18th,
Oh,
2022.
sorry, yeah, it's a couple months away. Sorry.
All right, well, let's put note of this for 2 months.
Hold on.
There's one more thing.
Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time, I'll be broadcasting an important video in which you'll be able to bear witness to time travel.
Let's go.
Yo, where's this?
He posted this tweet 4 hours ago.
Now that I have your intention. Okay, I'm in. Let's do it.
Amoya, here's one more thing. May 24th, 2022, he says he will rise. This was a tweet after it says, this was a tweet right after, the tweet this follows says, the Earth will be completely engulfed in flames on March 17th, 2062. Then he says he will rise. Is this the second coming of
Allah? Let's go.
Terry Davis?
Oh. Terry Davis.
I don't know. Who could it be?
And there you go, fellow listeners. That's the punchline for you. That's what's at the end of the rainbow.
Could you imagine he just got all of these calls from Templar West?
That is a really funny way of putting it. So I don't really have much to say about.
Wait! What the fuck? Wait, he says this Friday, September 16th, 2022. No. Friday, September 16th, 2022, 11 a.m. Central Time. That's today. I will be broadcasting a remarkable video in which the world will finally be introduced to an advanced alien species known as the Orcanians. It's today.
I don't know who the Orcanians are. Hold on, let me Google that real
what's
quick.
What's the time in very soon will be revealed, blah blah blah.
Orcadians, also known as Orkney men, are an ethnic group native to the Orkney Islands who speak the Orcadian dialect of the Scots language. So it's just a bunch of ugly Scottish aliens.
We human bastards. We come in peace.
Come in peace.
We heard your fucking queen died, so we thought I'd come down in our UFOs and I'll pay respects.
Oh, that is
Where's
great.
The Pope? Where's the fucking Pope?
Just something I wanted to add real quick into this account. It looks like for no reason on September 8th, he posted a picture of Princess Diana. I'll just preface this and say, I watched a 2-hour interview of her on Netflix, which is actually very enlightening. She is the most miserable bitch you'll ever listen to in your entire life. She sounds like a 23-year-old girl who has an edible addiction and has a pit bull. She just talks about her anxiety and her bulimia and all this annoying stuff and just whining about her boyfriend / husband the whole time. She's just completely insufferable. I don't know why she's so well loved.
Dude,
And then because she hung out with some black kids, she's like the greatest thing since sliced bread. You know, she's awful. Oh, she's
dude, my
insufferable.
fucking mom loved Diana so much. I have no idea why. Like my mom and like her friends suck her off so much. It's so annoying.
I guess they were born into a time of her being some sort of their version of feminist icon. I don't want to use it in the sense where we connotate feminism now, but I guess she's a female icon. Really, is a nicer way of putting it.
Are we just going to gloss over the fact that aliens might be revealed in the next 24 hours? By this
Dude, people say that every 3 weeks. You say that every 3 weeks. What am I supposed to do with that?
And this is why I tend to believe this guy.
You've personally told me the world was gonna fucking end or like have a cataclysmic event like fucking at least 3 times at this point.
No, I haven't done that. Listen, my energy is. Yeah. I am energetically aligned with this person, and I can tell you for a fact that this man is telling the truth, and you will know within the next 24 hours. And if you don't know, it's because I shifted the timelines because I don't feel like it.
Look, I
if
didn't
you
want to tell
put
you this,
my
but
aura against, go ahead.
I'm
actually
a Starseed, so I know.
Oh my gosh! If my aura went up against Eyes, my aura would eat Eyes' aura alive, dude. That loser has no fucking aura, dude.
Dude, what are you talking about? You ain't. You want to see an aura? I haven't. This isn't even. This is my base form right now.
This is your base form. Okay.
You guys trust me. Right. You're gonna love this.
All right. I'm not sure if you're searching for something right now because I'm about to.
It's so cheesy. It's so cheesy.
Lame sound effect.
It's
you have to go. Oh! And like do the whole thing.
It's such a terrible joke.
Don't.
Dude, Ari, can you play that fucking baby laugh again? Like,
I don't know what you're talking about. You okay?
All right. No, why don't you surprise us with it later? We got to keep trucking on here. I
don't know what you guys are talking about.
God damn. All right, should we finally talk about fucking Bitcoin?
Yeah, go ahead.
Talk about it.
Go ahead. I was giving I an opening to play it, but
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about.
Fucking loser. So Bitcoin, not looking too good. It was
what do you
on
think
the way
about
up.
that?
Dude, I thought it was going to pump up towards 24K, but SPX took a massive shit, and Bitcoin's been following it ever since. So yeah, you can thank SPX for that. Right now, Bitcoin is at just below 2018 all-time high, 2017 all-time high. So I think if we break below 19.5 and stay below there, we should make our way down to 17.6, and if that breaks, maybe 16ish or 15 around there.
Yeah, so I went and took a look before we got on here, and yeah, it looks like we're sinking back below that 20K, but I know I've been talking about 15, 16 for a while, and now it just seems like if we're going to sit around and hover around 19 and 20 for another few weeks or a month, that might be the lowest we're ever going to go. I mean, I don't even know if that 15 or 16 is going to happen. It seems like we've been around this point for so long now. It's just a very drawn out bottom, and maybe 19, 18K is that point where it gets as close as possible and stays there, but never actually hits it before it picks back up.
People were saying the same thing in 2018 when it was crabbing at 6K for like fucking 3 months, and they say, oh, maybe it's not going to go down to 3K. Maybe that's just as low as it will go. Then when everyone got complacent, boom, minus 50% down to 3K.
Yeah. I have something to say about the SPX as well. So, I mean, it's quite clearly in a downtrend now. But, I mean, what we're seeing right now on the weekly could be the beginning of an uptrend. I mean, I'm not that optimistic. But what I will say is, if SPY breaks below 36-ish, then we see some major poop in the market. I mean, straight up, like we're talking a straight diarrhea.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's not gonna be pretty.
all I'm seeing is a massive failed recovery, really. And I'm also seeing that same thing on Bitcoin as well. It failed to recapture that 25, not 25K. It failed to right around there, 23, 24K.
If you guys switch to the daily on SPX, you'll see that we're actually breaking a daily trend line.
Yeah.
It goes back up until June, 21st of June.
Breaking what kind of trend line? A support or
support trend line? Yeah.
Also, in congruence with all the dollar currency index is mooning. It has been mooning.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
lot.
Your pathetic pound is the fucking. We step on your shitty pound now.
We don't talk about that.
I love it. I'm going on vacation just in time, but keep going. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can make use of all this cheap stuff, huh?
Those 10 pounds you gave me are useless now. So
maybe I don't know. So we're coming up to
little Gamble here won't have a nickel for his grandma.
I don't know what you just said, and
sorry, that was from the Dark Knight. Remember the Joker?
Okay.
Okay, fine.
No, go ahead. This is a glimpse into the average DC enjoyer. So go ahead, finish your thought. I know that's hard for you as a DC enjoyer, but finish your thought.
Batman, and if you don't, little Gamble here won't have a nickel for his grandma. Then he stands up. He's like, "Enough from the clown,
sweetie. What are you talking about? I'm scared."
And then kills him. And then kills.
I'm putting a plaster
kills
in
him
your
with
head.
the pencil.
Yeah, no. That's after. So he's like, "I'm putting a plaster in this clown's head. 1 million alive, 500,000 dead." So
please, I'm begging you to have sex.
Unpaid.
I'm down.
We're coming up to a resistance on the dollar currency index around 121 units, or whatever the fuck you measure this in. 121 speed. I don't know.
Units. Oh no.
Yeah.
121 number.
Wait, what are you talking about? In relation to what?
DXY. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Like the
no.
121 monies.
Wait, you don't know how to say that. All right, fair enough. Yeah. I sure hope you never trade a Forex, because you really got to figure out what they're actually called.
When you're trading on Forex, you trade the arbitrage between two currencies. That's fine, right? But I don't know what the fuck is the DXY.
I don't know. You got me there. That's why I don't dabble in that kind of stuff.
Is a basket currency, so it contains other currencies: the euro, the yen, the pound, and fucking
so monies. Yeah, 121 money.
Just say it's like it's called Gil, from Final Fantasy or something.
That reminded me of like the time in SpongeBob where like he whispered to Patrick 23, and he said 24. That's what Ari was doing.
It's so good.
I don't remember that. That's crazy.
Patrick.
You know what's
what's funnier than 23? Is that what it is?
Or 25. Oh, SpongeBob, you're not that funny.
You know what? Actually, shout out to this guy on this podcast. I woke up last Saturday and he was doing a morning stream of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, and it was entrancing. I must say, I was glued. So it was a lot of fun to watch. The voice acting's incredible. I was really impressed.
Oh yeah. Original voice actors.
You really feel like SpongeBob.
Yeah, so before we keep going, I just wanted to see
a sponge under the sea.
Yeah. If you guys have got anything else to add to this, because I think we're just at a very, I don't want to say flaccid, but whatever. We're at a very sterile point.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew.
There you go. We're at a very sterile point in our economy. It just seems like, interest rates go up, so that means these things go. It's like we're in an economy class where we can observe these federal actions in real time from the Reserve, and it's kind of boring. But there's nothing to kickstart any type of monumental growth that we've seen in the last few years. I mean, can we get another pandemic or something to get us moving again, right?
Yeah.
So
Aliens.
maybe a war.
It's
a
like-
war.
It's like I would go into more detail about like alts and all that stuff and maybe ETH, but the game plan has remained pretty much the same. You know, wait it out. If Bitcoin breaks the key level, on the SNE charts, then short it down to like 16ish. If it pumps back above all-time high, pumps back above like previous all-time high, reclaims it, then I guess you can long it till 25. But up until you see like a major move down to like the lows or to upwards, then just chill. Sometimes you just don't need to trade, you know.
You sounded like those videos where people talk about a day in the life of working at, let's say, LinkedIn in Chicago, where they're like, first we went and did this, we got a nice like hibachi lunch, and then we just emailed for a little bit, and then they go, and then we just chilled. That's what he sounded like
Just
for a second there.
I
don't
got
know
a
if you've ever
croissant and it was so buttery and delicious.
So this is a day in the life of working at T.Y. Elliott at NYC.
Yeah, we should do a day in the life of being on the Pink Boys Discord. I wake up and I cry, then I walk to the bathroom.
I check my DMs. I see a video from Ari. It turns out it's a black man having sex with another black man.
And then I open up General and I posted a video of a man masturbating. And then I just chilled.
Yeah.
All right.
And after a tiring day, I went home and oh my God, I fell on my bed and I passed out.
Yeah, that's what they say every time.
Dude,
all right.
I want to go to fucking NYC and go to Equinox, the gym. It looks so sick.
Equinox.
They only let skinny people in there, so.
Yeah, it's like Tyson. Your kind of place is more like a Planet Fitness. I'm thinking.
No.
Oh, hey, I will not disparage the name of Planet Fitness, but real
We're gonna
quick.
hit the lunk alarm.
No,
Yeah, Planet Fitness.
I wish that actually worked, because the ones that I go to, people are knocking weights all over the place and the lunk alarm never goes off. And I'm not a lunk, so I look around. I'm like, can someone do something about these guys? You know, I'm
Dude,
upset.
you see the video of like one time this guy got kicked out because his water bottle was too big.
Good. I hope he
Planet
did.
Fitness.
I hate all those people. Those people are losers to me.
See?
Go to it. Go to
Seething over a
it.
fucking
So
water bottle.
I am seething because I go to those gyms to look at, I can't use that terminology, younger women and cute people doing cardio, because I do the cardio and I do light lifting. So I just want to be around other people doing that. These fucking losers come in there and they're lifting 50 pounds doing this really 50, whatever. You know what I mean? They're doing some type of heavy work with their weightlifting. You need to go to a more serious gym to do that. Can you not ruin what I have going here?
I can imagine Moya just like pulling up at the treadmill next to some like cute guy, and like he maxes out the speed. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he just starts running like Sonic the Hedgehog. He's like,
Listen, I'll just
Goes
say,
up next
I
to
show
this
up there and
14-year-old girl. Hey, what's your parents doing?
Listen,
Oh,
I'm equal
security.
opportunity.
Security.
"Hey, where's your
please.
mama now? Where's your ma?"
Come on.
Well, that's the great part. There's no security for them to call for, but I mean people who are 18 and above, obviously. So at all times, I never referred to anyone other than that. So 18 and above at all times. So just need to clarify that 2 or 3 times before we move on. But real quick, it's moving way on. Tyson, I have to say, you caught an acolyte off guard. I have a good friend who listens to this very podcast, who went in on that stock that you brought up the other week.
Really?
He said, I don't really know what else to get into. And I said, hey, it's probably better than anything else you could try. And he went in on it. So, and I'm happy for him. So I hope, so now
What's
that
the
blood
price?
is on your hands if it doesn't work out. And
Oh my god! It's
can you say it one more time for everyone? Because I forgot what it is.
because I'm not inside. I'm not in the stock yet, but it's Elevate Uranium. My stockbroker's being
Okay.
fucked up right now.
Well, it's elevating, all right.
What do you call someone on a rotator phone or something to buy the stock? You just do it online. It takes 2 seconds. I don't understand what you're doing.
No, because it's some tech stuff. I don't want to get into it.
No, it's not some tech stuff. It should be a really easy
No,
thing
tax,
to do, actually.
tax stuff.
Oh, tax.
Okay. All right. We won't talk
Ah,
about that, though.
okay.
We won't talk about that. We'll certainly leave that one alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it raises
so
no suspicions at all.
I sold whatever was left of my mega weapon and put it into Counter-Strike betting, so I'm doing some pretty. I'm betting like $1,000 or $2,000 on these, one-off best of threes during group stage Counter-Strike matches. So we'll see how those work out for everybody. And I will say, I said it on a previous episode, but I will apologize formally, and I will use him by name. There's a nice young man named Dempa who recommended Premia at a very low price in our Discord, and he was right about that, and I was wrong.
Actually,
Wow.
because of this
You're a
job,
big
Premia
man.
is down
Thank you.
quite a bit. So
Is it sub dollar or no?
It's just above.
It's just above. Okay, maybe I'll have to jump in there. But let's not forget there was a great period where Premium Mega Weapon were the same price. Then Mega Weapon went up to $5, and Premium stayed sub $1. But at the end of the day, everything kind of came out in the wash. So, do you guys have any
Premium around 30 cents? I think something. Like
yeah,
that. Maybe, no, less than that.
You guys kept bringing it up passively on this very podcast about a month or two ago, so people could have gotten in on that. So,
yeah, and of course,
yeah,
everyone listens to our calls and makes loads of money off of it. So yeah, congratulations to all of you.
Absolutely, I'm very happy for all
I'm
of you.
still holding some PYR just in case, like a small amount.
Wasn't there someone on this podcast who had PYR? Huh?
Yeah,
Must be nothing.
I showed it.
Huh.
No,
What's his name?
wasn't there another?
Yeah, I think there was some other guy, but I don't know what his name was.
Yeah, what was that all about? Did I dream? Was that a glitch, like the lamp glitch I brought up? That entire person was a glitch for me, or something?
Swear, I heard someone saying something about Barbies and shrimp.
I think we're having a group hallucination. I think.
Yeah, like those children did in Africa when they saw that UFO. It was just a gas hallucination. Yeah, and I think that person might be posting a Discord saying that he misunderstood what time the recording was. But I don't think that. I think he's just I don't know what to do with that.
Let me just look through Project Blue Book real quick.
Just
see if we
slide the pants to the side for a second.
No, once you're done with Project Blue Book, we'll talk about Project Blue Beam. That's where the real money's at, right there.
Oh yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Yeah. So you want a catalyst, right? Dude, just bring on the fucking aliens. I don't care if it's a psyop like Project Blue Book. Just give me some excitement in my life. I want to look out my window and see some crazy shit.
You know what? You're being a little.
You want some schizo shit? I got some.
Go on.
Want to get into it? All right. So
wait,
have you guys
just real quick? I just wanted to say, that's more poignant of a point than I think you're trying to make, because everything that comes out about aliens is always like, well, they're using it to get us ready for aliens. They're showing us this so we're ready for it. And I'm like, all right, we're all ready for it. We don't care. Like, if it happened right now, we'd all just sit back and just go, yeah, this is sick.
We would, but no.
There won't be some crazy existential cultural breakdown if aliens showed up. There wouldn't be. But Tyson, you go ahead.
So, have you guys heard about the abiotic oil theory?
No.
Okay. Well, you're about to. You're about to. So, actually, no. Don't Google it. You wanted to hit you. I
just did, but keep going. I'll hear it first.
So, the abiotic oil theory is the theory that oil is actually not scarce and it doesn't come from animals at all. So, apparently, in 1912 or some shit, there was this meeting by the heads of state or some heads of organization where they labeled I think it was like literally like the Rockefellers, but they were able to get the product crude oil to be labeled as organic matter, and they were able to use that label to enforce some scarcity and enforce the idea that it came from like dinosaurs and all that stuff. But really, it comes from a fucking. It's forming like the same way that coal or like natural minerals are formed. Like it's formed inside the earth, like through natural processes, right? And it's actually not fucking like scarce at all. It's just like it's made so easily in Earth, and they're just withholding the rest of the supply for us.
Yeah, I'm getting a phone call. We need to get off the air right now. I'm sorry. That's too much. That's too much.
Why is my spine tingling, and why do I feel
Why is there a man holding a silenced
Wait.
pistol to my head right now?
Why am I
The
going all
black man just
faint
pulled
right
up to
now?
my house.
Yeah. No, sorry. Keep going, Tyson.
Yeah,
keep going.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like Rockefeller's just like changed the labels of oil, and then they enforced like this artificial scarcity because they got it labeled as organic matter, and if it's organic matter, people think, oh well, dinosaurs were finite, so oil must be finite as well.
So I'll just give my initial knee-jerk reaction. Tyson, I'm completely in agreement with this. I don't need to see any further evidence. The fact that people think that all the fuel that we use to this very day comes from fucking fossils? What does that mean? What am I supposed to do with that? I'm just supposed to be like, oh yeah, that's true. We find a bunch of Triceratops bones and turn them into gas. Like, what? On what fucking planet? That makes no sense to me.
Oh my god, are you guys familiar with the process of fracking and how it's distilled and
Who invited the fucking?
Why do they call it fossil fuels then? That's so dumb. What? There aren't that many. So it starts with a very, 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 very viscous, kind of thick, gloopy black goop, and then you have to distill it through the process of fracking to get what you now know as fossil fuel. You have different levels to this. So you have you get
and there's infinite amounts.
Petroleum, kerosene. Yeah. Okay. So I don't think. So here's the thing though, like living matter does have oil in them, whether it be plants or animals. They just straight up do have oils in them. So what's so difficult to grasp about that oil kind of
so you think
around and clumping together?
You think
why can't like 5% be made by animals and like the rest just be made by Earth's natural processes?
I mean, it could, but like oil is
Does oil have sentient thought?
The thing is, it's oil in itself, like petroleum, and so that's reminiscent of like organic oils and stuff. I don't know why it's too much of a stress. Yeah, reminiscent.
I'm sorry, but I just cannot get on board with the fact that fossil fuels are a thing and all fuel that we use is from fossils.
The real psyop is that us valuing gold so highly is a remnant of the Anunnaki coming to this planet to harvest gold, because gold is a superconductor.
Well, they created us as a hybrid species to farm that gold for them, of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep,
That's why they came here, yeah. We are essentially a farm to them.
Yep.
Anyway, Tyson, so just quickly going into Tyson, I heard you had recently watched The Phenomenon.
Yeah, I was going to say that I actually have some notes about The Phenomenon.
Okay, let's hear them.
Is this a movie?
This is the documentary I've been shilling to you for over a year now.
Okay, that's probably why I haven't watched it, but go ahead.
It's good, right? Tyson, tell
So,
please don't disappoint me.
Okay. I just have a couple questions. I don't have anything to push back on. Like, I don't have any debunks or anything. I just have some questions, right? So, you remember like the event that happened in Australia? Like this UFO came down near the school, and then the school saw it and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about some fucking loser on this podcast being born, but go ahead. Yeah.
Somehow, like the Australian government came in and then they covered up the whole thing after that. Does that ring a bell? Yeah, Doesn't it imply like most major world governments are in on it? Like, I don't really.
Yes.
Do you really think like they can keep something that secret for so long? Like all the world governments?
Yes.
How do you explain that though?
Just go up to a random person in the street, ask them, and you'll see their reaction. That should basically tell you everything you need to know.
I don't think there's much value in them keeping it a secret. I think there's more value in I think they find it more effective to spread disinformation about UFOs than having to keep secrets about them.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
So two things I wanted to say. I don't know if I spoke. That's for a later episode. Episode 69. Watch out for that one.
There you go. Yeah, for real.
It's the gayest episode we'll ever do. So I think I spoke about this last week about the Greys, right? I'm coming around to the idea that the actual psyop is the demonization of Greys in the media and well, yeah, just in the media, I guess. They're kind of made out to be kind of evil, uh
I have more questions, by the way.
alien
This
cells.
is a big
but,
like not the heckin' gray arena. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, so in this upcoming sequel to the phenomenon, so I've been following.
All right,
the-
listen,
blah, blah,
keep
blah,
it
blah.
short because Tyson's got more questions. So
All right.
whatever you're about
So-
to, don't go off on a 10-minute tangent.
There are some species of grey that are emotional and have they can be happy, they can be sad, they can be scared, all of that stuff basically. And I think they have honorable intentions. Maybe they have honorable intentions. They seem to really try and drive the point that technology is just an inherently bad thing for our species, in the sense that it kind of
Really? Okay.
separates us, and I guess there's environmental stuff as well. But the most important thing is that technology, like you as a species, are not ready for technology because, long story short, we're all retarded.
They're not wrong. They're not wrong.
People
Yeah.
kind of spiral into.
So you're saying Greys are Unabomber pilled? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe, yeah, they are.
He was one of them.
Yeah, right.
All right,
it's
so
just
I
real
got something
quick.
else. I got something else. So
Oh, one more thing. Also,
No,
I have
alright,
one more
and-
thing too.
there are different species of aliens, and they live under the water using anti-gravitic.
All right, we gave you too
motherships.
much of a blank check.
Yeah.
All right, we got
Okay,
it. We
I'll go
got
to
it.
the
All
left.
right, it's Tyson's turn to talk about it, but just real quick, I'll
So-
just say,
I look
just
forward to
in
the
a-
other comment about Moira
in-
interrupting me.
Yes, exactly. Me too. I'm just saying, it has to do with Tyson's first question. In the X-Files, there's a treaty between all countries where if they ever came in touch with an alien species, they have to kill it on sight. And there's a scene of one guy, just a G-man, just taking out his gun and just blowing a fucking gray alien's brains out when it's on a hospital table. It's one of the greatest X-Files scenes of all time. But go ahead, Tyson. Go ahead.
So you remember, like, in the phenomenon, there was like this section where they talked about in the 50s or 60s, there were like all these sightings across America, and then the American government came out and said, "Oh no, it's just an aircraft that we're testing." Remember that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So during that time, the Cold War was at the peak, right? So wouldn't it be more pragmatic for the U.S. to, if it was an aircraft, they just like lie and say it was a mass hysteria event to like cover up their technological powers to Russia? Like, wouldn't it make sense to just like say it's these people having like a mass illusion, as opposed to like revealing that they have an aircraft in the first place?
No, it would be more beneficial for the United States government to say that it is a UFO, right? And so the Russian government won't expect us to have advanced aircraft.
I
Like,
don't
they
think
said
it really makes a
wasn't a
difference
UFO,
because-
and they said it was their aircraft instead.
I don't think it really makes a difference because either side was perfectly aware of the fact that they were both experiencing this phenomenon. Like,
Really? Because I thought it was a big information war to kind of play against
no,
what
it
people
was
had
happening
and
just
didn't
it was
have.
happening just as much in Russia.
So
Really?
I watched the
Oh
whole
yeah,
film.
more.
Right?
You need to watch the documentary. They talk about the whole shit about. They talk about the stuff about how in Russia there was some UFO that flew over some a nuclear
yeah.
silo, and they set
disabled
off
like the
the
nukes, right?
They disabled the nukes on some other place.
Oh, I thought that happened here.
It happened, yeah, both sides. It happened on both sides.
So I
Plus,
watched.
there were good people on both sides.
The A's went over. There was that one bit where they actually launched the nukes. They started the countdown for it without any authorization. Everyone was
I
shitting
remember that.
themselves,
Yeah.
and then on the last second they disabled them again.
That's Tyson. Go ahead. I remember that.
So I watched the entire thing, and I feel like I would be able to be convinced if so in the film they mentioned that these UFOs, they did like they went from like 0 kilometers per hour to like fucking hyperspeed in like 1 second. And
Yeah, and by
sometimes
the
they
way,
would-
for
they would-
reference,
hold, just shut the fuck up. Sorry.
I know, right?
So they would do hyperspeed, and while they were in hyperspeed, they would make like 180-degree turns or like 90-degree turns while they were in hyperspeed. And I feel like if I could see a video of these alleged hyperspeed, like 90 degree turns, then I'd be convinced.
They're out there.
I think you're a fucking loser, honestly. If you need something like that to convince you, then you shouldn't even get into it in the first place. Like, oh, I need to see this video. Oh, I need this peer-reviewed article of a UFO sucking my dick through a straw.
I just don't care about it. And for me to care about it, that's my requirement.
One day you'll see one in the sky and you'll change your mind. Until then, you're not going to see some magical. There's plenty of dumb UFO videos out there. There's tons of them.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So go watch one of those. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Then I'll be convinced. You know what? I don't need to convince you of anything. All right, I've seen what I've seen, and I know what I know.
Alien in front of me, then I might think you're telling the truth.
Yeah, there was a week straight. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not me being convinced. It's just me being interested. Like, I just don't think it's like real or fucking worth like using my brain power on. Unless I can see something like that.
Just don't be interested in it and go watch your stupid, shitty movies that you enjoy. So don't even worry about it. You're not gonna be convinced of anything at that point. You know,
Back to the Justice
you either
League.
have an open spiritual mind like I do, or you don't. So we are Starseeds.
Starseeds.
So.
Well, did I tell you about that story when my gay Uber driver in LA? Like before he drove me, like he turned to me, looked at me, looked directly into my eyes in the fall of night, and like he just stared into my eyes for like a good 5 seconds, and he says, "Your eyes are gleaming. You're a starseed, aren't you?"
Gay Uber driver in LA is such a redundant statement. There's about two things in there that kind of give it away for the other one, but that's good. LA. That's good. I'm glad someone recognized that. So, all right, all right, you know what? I'll wrap it because I think Tyson put in a good faith effort, and I'm being a little hard on him. Tyson, did you like it, or what do you think?
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid.
I don't know. It's just, yeah, it's good production.
What about the last bit of the kids? That's the most important one.
The kids,
which
you
one?
say?
The very, very
now
last
more
thing
perks up.
Yeah, the very, very last, the Zimbabwe one.
Oh, that's a great one. Even I know.
Oh,
that
is that the one where like they interviewed like the village leaders and all that stuff?
What?
Yeah, they were students, weren't they?
They were kids. They were little kids.
Yeah.
Aerial school. Yeah. Tyson, did you?
Yeah.
That's the same as the Australia one, right? We're like,
Zimbabwe and Australia are not the same place. I don't know if you knew that.
but both the Australia cases and the Zimbabwe cases, they're pretty much the same, aren't they?
No, they're not.
How are they different? Because from what I remember,
They're in
the
different
same
places, and in the Zimbabwe one, they landed. They were in arm's reach of the children, and they communicated with them, and they were mirroring the children playing hopscotch against the little fence area thing.
Interesting.
And they were like landing thingies left behind. Harvard psychologists came over, military swarmed in.
And I wish that was yes. Yeah. What's your gender?
And the kids, despite having no communication with each other, were all reporting the same thing.
Yep, I can totally believe it. Yeah, there's a lot of well corroborated UFO evidence out there. It's just I don't need it. I just like the stories, and I love the stories about people getting abducted. Yep. I had 2 weeks straight of alien dreams when I was younger, and I swear I might have got abducted somewhere in there. There was one with Cheez-It monuments and stuff. There was all kinds of stuff.
I was thinking about that the other day. Actually, I had like a little flashback of a memory to when I was a little kid, and I was just kind of on the floor, and
your uncle touched you.
No, my mother was next to me, and she was like, "Get down, just like kneel down here." And then like for some reason we're hiding under a table or something, and then like I kind of like look over to the side and look up, and I just see like this figure pointing this kind of light at us. It looked kind of scary, and she like grabbed my hand and like, "Stop! Don't do that! They're coming!
Don't look into the light!"
And I don't know what happened after that. So I think
interesting.
It's kind of
all right, Tyson. Thanks for putting your best foot forward. Again, when we get to the Halloween episode, I'll tell my UFO dream because I've seen one before in my life, and I know others who have seen them as well. But
I've communicated with aliens before. So.
I literally. All right, I'm gonna save it. But before we finish up, I just wanted to set the record straight. I usually don't do things like this, but I watched the new. I'm not that type of. It's funny
this
because
is my first time.
The last person I was with said something like that. He said, "I know guys don't believe people when they say this, but I usually don't do this kind of thing." And I'm like, yeah, you just need to nod your head at that point. So,
She's like,
but
oh,
I just
oh yeah, sure. You don't look like that type of person.
I just said you're a good kid, even though you're older than me. But all right, I just want to say real quick.
You dropped her back at elementary school.
You said that fully, not me to any degree. That was just you said that. I watched the new Lord of the Rings, and it's very passable. It's not good. It's not bad. I just think it's a really big deal, so I just bring it up. It's completely overblown as some sort of culturally relevant, I hate to use the word, but woke project. But it's just a very average fantasy show, and I'm fine with that. It doesn't even feel like Lord of the Rings that much, which is a shame. If I were a loser that read the books and was really into Lord of the Rings, then I'd probably be mad. But I only saw the movies, and Return of the King fucking sucks. That's not even a good movie. The Third Hobbit is an unwatchable movie. So I'll just say Galadriel is really lame and headstrong, and her character doesn't have much depth, and there's really not much else there. But it's a passable show. So if you're into that, go ahead and watch it. So I don't know if you guys had anything else to add. I'm about to come. Oh no! He woke the baby up. Why are you waking the baby up?
Moya, you couldn't find any other place to do that?
Tyson, you have any closing thoughts?
I'm Gucci, bro.
All right. How about yourself? Why is that funny? Sometimes it's not.
Like unironically busted.
Yeah, he's busted. All right. Happy fall, guys. Happy fall, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.